Hi guys, this is Happy with Wrestling in 60 Seconds, and I'm bringing you the ROH Final Battle Media Scrum. Basically, I'm going to try to shortchange this because it's hard. When it came on, Athena was talking about challenges and that she wouldn't consider giving Mercedes a rematch because she doesn't figure that Mercedes has grown like she has. And even though she thanks her for what she did for making her a star in the independents, she's not really interested in going down that road again. She claims to be when people asked her about girls being in wanting to be like her, she said that when she was in independence, that it was a different time and place, and I kind of agree with her. It's not the same as it was. And when she was referring to the other company, she said that she used to work for, it was based on sex appeal and not necessarily skills, which I also agree with her. The next person that came out was Claudio Castagnoli, and he stated that, it was a great finishing match, and which is true, Twitter just went off with the finish of the match. It just blew it up. He said, which I thought it was really interesting, he said, wrestling is one of the forms of sports that even though you have commentators and they translate in a different language, that translation is lost by the time that wrestler is doing that particular move or whatever. But you don't necessarily need that language to understand what's going on in the ring. Case in point, we love AAA. But I don't know a word of Spanish. And because, I can actually visualize what's going on, I don't necessarily need to know Spanish in order to enjoy AAA. As he was going off, he called Wheeler Yuta man, which I thought that was a cute catchphrase. And he also said that, he's ready to take on challenges. He's looking, hopefully, to get challenges from Ari Daivari for his belt, Takeshita, and Dax Hardwood, which I was kind of surprised to hear that. And where is BCC going from without William Regal? He said we'll just all have to watch to see where it goes. They also mentioned about Trent Seven. Wheeler Yuta said that he has known him for years. He was happy and everybody seemed to be excited about being there. Tony said that Trent Seven is not All Elite. He is signed per basis in working with AEW and or ROH. I really like Trent Seven. I really would like to see him there permanently, but I guess we'll just have to wait. Samoa Joe, he says that he wants to be the king of TV and he wants all the belts. He said that when he first came to AEW, he wasn't able to do anything for 3 months, and that threw him off his schedule. But right now, he's back, and he's going full force. He said, show up, I'll defeat you, and we'll move on to the next. The other thing that he said is, someone asked him who would he like to see in the Hall of Fame of ROH. He cited definitely the Briscoes and FTR and CM Punk because they really carried ROH. He'd like to add Christopher Daniels to that. And I thought that was pretty cool. Now, the rest of it was Tony talking about the ROH deal. And as it stands, he's made a new honor club. It's $9.99 per month. I think you can actually sign up now, and you can actually get the other pay-per-views. You will be able to get the pay-per-views. However, there's a catch. It's a 90 days. So, if you wanted to see Final Battle and join Honor Club, you won't be able to see it until March. He said that he wants to rebuild ROH and he wants to separate AEW and ROH because he doesn't want anything to cost AEW at the expense of ROH. He said that they will have separate wrestlers on each, but on occasions AEW will go, and he did say that they will be greatly working with New Japan. He even said that he may have some ROH wrestling in the Wrestle Kingdom. Now, if you don't know, in January, Kenny Omega has spoke up to Will Ospreay, and they are going to have a match in the Wrestle Kingdom at the Tokyo Dome. So that ought to be great. And he said that's going to be where a lot of New Japan wrestlers are going to come into ROH, and maybe other wrestlers from different companies will come in with ROH. It sounds like he has a lot of big plans. He said that this final battle was more successful than any other pay-per-view. He hasn't gotten any of the feedback yet, but just from the numbers of the gates and the pay-per-view, that's what he's looking at. It's actually beat the last two this year. I want to thank you for watching, putting up with these long videos, and as always, bye for now.